Hey, what's going on, you kings and queens? Home of the best to get as always, and this is all about how to never run out of ideas, how to make content. A lot of people I know ask themselves like, I want to make more content, but I'm always running out of ideas. I don't know what to think about, to write about, to make a video about. But after this one video, I'm gonna change all that super fast for you. 'Cause I can make content for days and for years in a matter of hours by doing this few simple tasks. So let's jump right into it. Before we get too far into this right here is being your best friend, just writing down ideas that fits what you like to talk about. What is your pillar of influence? For me, I talk about real estate and marketing, entrepreneurship, and becoming our best selves. That's kind of my field of knowledge. So this is my main thing I talk about. Every once in a while, I do psychology because I was a psychology major. But the biggest thing is just find what is you love to talk about. What is your main thing, your niche, your industry, your passions? But after that, one huge thing you can go to could be core.com right here. You see here I have 70,000 content views and 1.1 thousand views this month. But this whole platform are literally people just asking questions. Like what's something people think about social media, and then like how to do Facebook ads and how to make content ideas. All these different nuances or ways to find more content forever. Because the people already looking for it, that's gonna be huge for you. And I have a whole video about content marketing as well that you want to love because it helps a lot on how to actually use the content moving forward. Now, similar to Quora, you have Reddit.com, kind of the same thing. People go on there and ask questions all the time, and that way you can kind of find out what you want to talk about. People talk about YouTube subscribers and some other things. You can kind of type in what you want in the search engine. Since I do marketing as my main business, I can type in marketing here, and people talk about marketing or why courses are what they are and how to use TikTok and so forth. And is marketing a good career? There's all different questions in there. Now you can also use LinkedIn as a way to do that too. I use LinkedIn every single day because it's good for business for one, but for two, this is also a powerful platform. You can come on here, you can see what people are talking about, see if there are any questions being asked. That's a good way to use more content as well, and also to build your field of influence. You can probably do the same thing I said before. You can type in what you want to talk about, type in marketing, and they have articles on there you can find as well. And you can kind of answer questions, see what's being talked about, find the top people in there. If you're like a marketer like myself, see Gary Vaynerchuk, what is he talking about? You can kind of piggyback off that and make content from the same thing. Obviously, you have Facebook as well. You can just go down there and find what people are talking about, see if there are any questions being asked. You can also go into groups as well. Here's one group that I am a part of, and the people are asking questions all the time in here about real estate and how to get more leads and more listings or to sell houses faster, all the different things on them. So this is a good platform to use too, and I use it almost every single day as well. Then Typeform is a great way to ask questions for you too, because this way you can kind of ask your audience. And same with Facebook. You can make a post asking people what kind of content should I talk about or write about. And that way you have more ideas on what you should be talking about for them. But for Typeform, it's a free platform, free app you can go to and find one that works best for you and share it to your audience and ask them personally what they think you should be talking about more, what they want to know more about. Because at the end of the day, marketing is all about helping other people and finding a problem and filling that with a solution. And more about marketing above is marketing 101, all you need to know in one super video. And also, if you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button and bell to get notified when I'm talking about. I do this every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you're watching this on a different platform like Facebook, definitely go to my channel now and go subscribe to that as well. And then to our next point after that, for my shameless plug, we have Google Trends. This is also a super powerful one too. Having content that is going to be, already talked about and liked, it'll be huge for you. When it comes to content marketing as well, as I said in my last video I talked about, there's so many different kinds of content. There's static content and also, dynamic content. But more than that, there's fresh content and influence content and everything along the lines. But you can see right here, search engine marketing topic is up super high right now. Online advertising is super high right now. So I can click on these and kind of have a good idea what I should be talking about or what other people are already talking about and kind of use them as a way to get more influence. And like I said before, you can even type in like Gary Vaynerchuk or Donald Trump, whatever you want to do, coronavirus, the whole outbreak, and see what they're talking about, how much is being talked about, and kind of see what you should talk about too. Right now, this is a breakout, so this is even super huge. Obviously, T with Gary Vaynerchuk, you could make a video talking just about that, about what he's talking about for his thing and so forth. You have Amazon, you can use books. If you're a good big reader, you can find a book like The Obstacle in Your Way. If you read the book before, you can talk about what you learned from the book as topics and as content, or even go down to his feedback. I bet you there's people in here asking questions as well. And that way you can kind of use that as a 2-for-1. You can use the influence of Ryan Holiday's book and him and his brand, and also what his audience is looking for. And it's also a good way to make content for blog articles, short-term or long format. This is a really powerful way for you too. And obviously, you have Google. You can just type in what you want, go Google, and you can see some new articles in here. You can cite people, what they're talking about, see what marketing is. You can see, this has 1 million views in a month for marketing. So obviously marketing is a hugely talked about thing. Yeah, keywords, what is marketing in business, what is marketing concept. There are all different ways. This works for anything. Maybe you're a real estate agent, since that's my ideal client. You can go here and see this as well. There are tons of people watching for real estate. Over 3 million people a month just talking about real estate. And kind of have some ideas what to talk about, the marketplace. And then this right here, this video, I can literally break this down based on what I just said, like 7 different topics for a 1-minute video or a 30-second clip. Talking about Quora or YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook or Typeform, all these different things. I can make them smaller and have way longer content. And to kind of piggyback off of that, you can go to the next level and even go into your long form copy. If you wrote in articles and stuff, you can use that same kind of content and just find the most valuable piece in there and use that for content too. So another really powerful tool at your disposal. And then another alternative you can do too is you have a video, maybe you don't like writing, but you make a podcast even. You can use that video and transcribe and take away the audio from that and just use it as a podcast or the audio version. You have more ways to utilize your content. You can literally make enough content in like 6 hours for the whole month. Normally for me, you see above my schedule how I do that, and it's supposed me a lot, is on Sundays or the weekends, I would normally kind of branch out my content and my content strategy. Speaking of that, last week I made a whole video about how to post your content with more insight about that. So look above to see how to structure your content to last yourself for 6 weeks or longer and make better marketing campaigns. But doing things like that helps me so much, understand what I'm talking about, and not be frustrated on how much time I have to make content. And for YouTube, I normally try to plan a few days before Thursday to start making my content. And then for my articles, I have in 5 days schedule. So you can see that above as well. But by doing this, I'm always ahead of the curve. I know what's coming on, and I know how to structure my content. So back to the top stories, here are the 5 top predictions for real estate once the pandemic subsides. That would be an awesome piece of content to talk about because it's already going on. And you can really go in there and find some good articles and cite that. And to go to the next level, talking about that too, is you can use other people's content. When I make content, I do it 5 different ways. You can see my last video, but it's a quick recap for you. My biggest thing I try and do is have value posts, authority posts, and also sales posts. Those are my 3 main things. And then one post I do as like a freebie one is just inspirational or quotes or statistics. I make a quote about what I read in this article and use that as just my content. So, content and article writing could be as small as one sentence to as large as a book. It doesn't really matter as long as it, is valuable. That's one of the biggest things to think about for, making content. Another huge tool you can use as well is YouTube. I use this all the time. It helps me a lot on, learning new skills, passing the time, and obviously finding good content ideas. You can go on here and find people like Patrick Bet-David on Valuetainment, see what he's talking about, his most popular videos, and kind of see, how you can do the same thing in your own way or even better than he did, or, or just different than he did. And then you can do too, go to people like Sunny. I watch her all the time as well. She's definitely huge in the YouTube spiel on helping people make better content online. And you can watch some of her videos and get some ideas and see what works best for you. On top of that, YouTube is a really powerful tool. And you can go to your YouTube studios. This is a tool you should be using all the time. I will make a video about this later on how to use this better. But you can kind of see here on what works the best for your content and what is most popular. And right now, my Facebook ad for real estate is doing really popular. So I should probably make another video talking more about ads and how to do more stuff for realtors and real estate agents and investors. But you can go to analytics and see here. It'll tell you what's going on your platform. Videos that have been popular for me so far has been, real estate ads, being authentic, how to find your purpose, more ads. So obviously I should be making way more ad stuff. And then, how to market your business, how to get more clients for leads, and so forth. But using those help you a lot really determine on where you should take your content and what's working for you the best. So it's really popular. They tell you where your people are coming from, what your top suggested videos coming forward, imposter syndrome. So this gives me ideas to probably make a video about how to get past imposter syndrome. So stay tuned for that. How to make a schedule I was talking about before. We all have a purpose. So these are huge metrics to really, watch and see what you should be doing yourself. Top videos again is, how to market yourself, Facebook ads, how to make a WordPress account, how to get more leads. Top end videos, overcome imposter syndrome, marketing 101. Top playlists is 2020, top cards. So this video will let you know on what you should be talking more about. It also has trend alerts. You can buy the software. You have YouTube IQ, month for self-improvement, most viewed videos as well. It'll tell you that too if you have the full platform. But you can also go in there through your dashboard and see more on what you should be talking about. And this will be a huge resource for you on top of that. Obviously by now, everything you can do on content creation has probably been done before. But the best way to do is kind of find it yourself or even better. And here's a book, if I can think of the name. So this book right here is called Still Like an Artist. It is highly recommended by all the biggest content creators and entrepreneurs, because you probably seen that quote before: good artists copy, but great artists steal. And it's kind of the same thing, you know. You want to take it, but make it your own. You know, make it so it's unique to you. So this would be a good resource for you to use as well on how to find more, you know, content ideas. That's one of the biggest things to think about for, you know, making content. But using these kind of tools and the videos I have above for you too make a huge impact for you. And as an example, down below, what kind of content do you want to hear from me? What kind of marketing questions do you have? Entrepreneurship questions do you have? Do you want to know more about? Or even stuff like content. Like I just said before, that right there is a good way to find content. And as a bonus for being an ethical marketer, here's another way you can do it too. If you're like me, I do coaching for entrepreneurs and for realtors to, you know, maximize their marketing endeavors, get more leads and clients using digital marketing. And when I have calls with them, not only do I record a conversation so I can, you know, give it to them too after we're done with our coaching session, but I would normally make my videos on questions they've asked me or have been asked more than once. If more than one of my clients ask me a question or I think it's really valuable, I would make a video just about that so they have that forever. And for other people like you watching this, have it at their disposal as well. So those are like 9 or 10 different ways to make content forever. And if you break it down to smaller sections and really, you know, repurpose your content, that will help you so much. And then, like I said before, my last video, but if you have like me almost 5,000 followers on Facebook, if I make a post, not all of them will see that. So I can use that same piece of content 12 different times throughout the year and have 12 different people see it. So by doing that too, you can really repurpose your content for a longer stretch. And actually, you know, tidbit, one content piece you have should always be about yourself. You know, every 1 to 2, 3 weeks, you have a content talking about who you are, the person, what your values are, what your story is, so people can have that emotional response to you. So as a quick recap for you, you know, using a lot of platforms like Quora and Reddit and LinkedIn and Zoom calls and, you know, Typeform will help you a lot have content last you for weeks to months, if not longer. For me, I don't stress about content that much anymore because I'm able to do this. And stay tuned for my next video coming up pretty soon. It'll be all about how to make stories for Instagram, for Facebook, more engaging so you know, have a huge viewership like a TV show almost too. As always, y'all kings and queens, abundance in your birthright, and don't forget to subscribe. Share this with your friends who are having issues right now making content for themselves or for other people, so they can, you know, benefit from this. And also smash that like button. It helps me a lot, help more people, and really grow this, you know, YouTube channel. See you on the other side. You got this.